My name is Jackson. I'm one of the coach for Life Coach University in our program called Let's Coach 2023. It is a program that 10 life coaches from all over the world come together to provide daily coaching for everyone to enjoy and to ask questions and to interact with us. And to make it convenient for everyone in different time zones, we have all our coaches based in different areas and regions. So I'm Jackson again, an entrepreneur, wellness advocate, and coach and mentor. And I'm currently based in Thailand, in Asia. So it's 12 p.m. my time, 1 a.m. US time, and I apologize due to some changes in the time zone difference. I was the time got a little bit messed up, so this led to some rushing. And while I wait for people to join us, I would like to invite those who are here to think about the time that you've always felt like you are rushing and really short of time, and things happen one after the other so quickly that the next thing you realize, the day or part of the day has gone. So I'd like to invite you right now to maybe close your eyes if you are in a safe place, and if you're comfortable, to then join me in 3 breaths, starting from breathing in, holding as long as you can. Feel your lungs grasping the oxygen and breathing out all the carbon dioxide. Breathing good. And the next breath, breathing in. Feel your chest expand. Stretch your arms if you like to. Holding as long as you can. And breathing out. And last breath, breathing in. Holding. And when you're ready, just breathe out with a loud sigh, as loud as you can. Shaking your neck whenever you feel. How does that feel? Whenever you are in a rush, I encourage each and every one of you to just take a pause and then just do this small exercise that we've just done through 3 deep breaths and then breathing out, allowing your body and your mind to just relax. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this phrase, slowing down to speed up. And this is exactly what we've done. That is to slow down our mind by breathing in the entire physiology of the body, just relaxing. And when you're back in your task again, you realize your productivity would have been enhanced much more than you know it. All right. So in my series of talks or sharings, I'm going to be sharing based on the topic of the good, the bad, and the ugly. How many of you actually have experienced the goodness in life? Things are flowing, you are happy, and everything seems to click. But before you know it, life throws you a curveball. And apparently, the universe or life has a different objective, and that is not to allow you to cruise in this happiness, in this joy, in this flow in life. How many of you have experienced that? And then you end up asking, why me? Why now? So when I grow up, and if you have not realized, I'm generally a very smiley person. And this has led to my friends, many friends actually, throughout my life asking me this question: Jackson, why are you always happy? When I hear the question, I pause and in return ask them, why do you think I'm always happy? And the answer was, you're always smiling. I never see you sad. And things seems to be flowing, that you're always full of energy and nothing seems to make you unhappy. The truth of the matter is, it is far from that. Obviously, I am a human just like you, that I go through these different phases of happiness, unhappiness, anger, fear, happiness, unhappiness, and in different combinations at different time. And it is innate in me that I smile very easily. Hence, even if I'm in a unhappy state, okay, I'm so sorry. So my Siri is coming on without it coming, and this is just an interruption, right? Very real interruption, whereby you can either do one thing, that is to pause. Siri, please end the session. Siri, I did not ask you to come up, so please end the session. I have no questions for you. Okay, there you go. It has interrupted my session. I should feel very mad because it is not perfect, right? I'm being recorded. People are watching me. And there comes Siri interrupting my session, right? This is a real life example whereby I can choose to be mad or to continue smiling and take it as if this is part and parcel of life. So whenever you are angry, whenever you are unhappy, whenever something makes you unhappy, whenever someone makes you unhappy, whenever you make yourself unhappy, remember, there is always a gap in between whereby you have the ability and in total control to make a choice in how you respond to that, which is 1, be unhappy, sulky, not smiling, dejected, shoulders down, or prop up, give it a smile. If you can't give it a smile, use the 2 fingers, push the lips up and smile. And you will realize that there is some psychology behind this ability to laugh, right? That is to smile. And you realize that by smiling, the entire body gets a different message. Hence, the support that you get from the body would help you get through that state of unhappiness. So the next time when you're unhappy, remember, you have a choice. You can choose to continue to smile and maintain your mood and be happy, or to sulk and be unhappy. Which you choose, it is up to you, because the power is in your hands, right? So there are people who, when they are unhappy, they go into this state of not wanting to speak to anyone, all right? They might not be able to smile. They go and retreat into their own cocoon or their own space. really trying to process these emotions of unhappiness or whatever that makes them happy. It could be jealousy that's making them unhappy. It could be sadness that is making them unhappy, right? Or it could be failure that's making them unhappy. So some of us move and retreat into ourselves. Have you found yourself doing that? And if you find yourself doing that, I have a suggestion. It is time, or it is an opportunity for you to utilize, since you're not going to meet anyone, to then go deep within yourself and watch. This leads me to an opportunity to be mindful and to practice meditation, right? So when you're unhappy, all these thoughts, these emotions are happening almost like you're being spun in a tornado. And when you retreat, there is no longer any more external influence. Everything is now coming from within. I can recommend that you take the opportunity to maybe just close your eyes. And at that stage, just watch the emotions or feel the sensations in the body. It's like, how do you feel? Are you feeling sweat in your palms? Do you feel like your heartbeat is beating at an elevated speed? Do you feel like your muscles are being tensed up? What other feelings, physical body, that you're feeling? And by closing your eyes, you're shutting off one of these senses, hence your ability to feel and connect with your body is enhanced. So I encourage, if you feel unhappy that you decided to cut yourself off from the world or from other people, to then take this opportunity to close your eyes and feel the sensations of the body. Get yourself into feeling and connecting with your body and recognizing what these feelings are. And when you have connected with your body, then you can connect with the emotions. And for example, you feel that you're angry. Maybe be curious and ask yourself, where is this anger? How is this anger showing up? Why am I angry? What are the things that's causing my anger or unhappiness? Right? Prepare some questions and just ask yourself those questions and allow the question to sit and just pause. Whatever thoughts or whatever internal talk that comes up, just pay attention to them and just listen. You'll be surprised how much you would know yourself better, how much you'll be able to recognize the physical sensation when you're unhappy. When you ask those questions when you're unhappy, whether it is anger, jealousy, failure, and just sit with the question, you'll be surprised what answers comes up. And it is an experience for me personally that it is so surprising that you'll be surprised how well those things work for you. All right. So try it whenever you are unhappy the next time. Go start the breathing. When you want to retreat, go on and recognize the physical sensation of the body, and then moving on to some questioning to then feel the emotions that are coming, which have created this unhappy state of yours. One other suggestion when you're unhappy is many a times people do not want to move. All right. We would like to just either sit on the couch, maybe munch some snacks, tidbits. Some people just be a couch potato and maybe watch television, listen to music, and so on and so forth. I would encourage you to do something very counterintuitive. That is to move. All right. That is to move your body. When you feel unhappy, when you feel like you do not want to move, I would encourage you to move. Stand up and do some jumping jacks, for example, right? Get these emotions, whatever thoughts that are in your mind, out of your mind into the body, right? Do 20 push-ups, for example. Get your heart pumping, right? Move your body. You'll be surprised how much that is helpful. That's going to help you step out from this state of unhappiness. Many times, this state of unhappiness is all in our thoughts, it's all in our mind. And when everything is in our mind and in our thoughts, we need to move that energy into our body and basically ease it off from it constantly churning in our mind. And some physical movements of your body. Try jumping jacks, this quick 20 jumping jacks, have your heart pumping, some push-up, some leg raise, some static sprint, all right? These are some of the things that you can try to move the energy from your mind into your body, and you realize how much it will be able to help you step up from that zone. The other well-known thing they can do is to step out, and if you have nature, to go into the nature, to just walk in the nature and observe the beautiful nature, breathe, and at different times pause and watch, maybe at the flowers, maybe at the leaves, maybe at the texture of the branch, maybe at the ground, maybe at a puddle of water, or an insect somewhere, a worm, an ant, whatever is it, a dirt, a pile of rubbish, anything. In the forest, in the nature, these energy that are available in nature are going to be able to charge you up and then help you move away from the state of unhappiness. All right. So these are some of the things that you can possibly look at whenever you are unhappy, and try it and let me know how it worked for you. So at this point of time, I've gone through 20 minutes. I would like to take a look if there are any questions. All right, just give me a minute. Okay, I have a question here. So someone asks, can you share a personal story or experience where you face unhappiness and how you overcame it to find happiness? So the other question that accompanied this question were, what were the key lessons you learned from that experience? Thank you for the question. Where do I start? Like I said, contrary to many people believing that I'm always happy, I do have many unhappy moments. Maybe I would like to share the story of the time 2018 when I was retrenched from the company that I've worked and spent a bulk of my working life, 18 years. So when I work for an American company, we always are prepared, you're old, you're highly paid, companies would like to cut costs. Retrenchment has been happening to many people, or redundancy. People lose their job. It can happen to you. So we're always prepared. Well, I'm always prepared. And when the news came that I was made redundant, though I was mentally prepared, and I know that there's a possibility of it coming, the fact that I've prepared and I'm able to move on, and I've saved up for the next few years, because it is not just me, it is me and my family as well as my children. But when I heard that news, my heart could not take it. I was resisting. I was fighting. And I remember, I can still recall when I closed my eyes, that sharp pain that was caused within me, that embarrassment, that bruised ego, that person who was not attacked, bullied, right? I felt like they've taken my life away. Not only they've taken my life away, they have negatively affected my family members as well, because they've taken this ability to earn a living and to support my family. And the way that it was done created this fight in me. And there were lots of pain, lots of unhappiness. I fought the company. I did anything in retaliation. I negotiated hard for my compensation, which did not arrive. And all these thoughts, the fear was really engulfing me, and how am I supposed to face the world, face my parents, face my friends, face my customers? All these different thoughts made me really unhappy. And it consumed me so much that I didn't want to do anything. It was just this negative energy all around for not only days, weeks, and months. I felt like I was just paralyzed. I couldn't move forward at all. And worse still, I couldn't even sleep very well. What really triggered that realization was I actually asked about the state of the legal fees, because I was fighting a legal battle with the company. And I was really stunned by the legal fees at that point in time. Before even going to a different level of court hearings and litigation, that it hit me and gave me the opportunity to really do those things that I've just shared with you, to pause, to slow down, and to ask myself those questions. I basically retreated to myself, spend some time with myself, and ask myself, what were the cause of this unhappiness? What were the cause of this stress? What is it that I'm fighting? As I breathe and ask myself, these questions continue to come up. And I realize these answers came up to me, that it was just my ego fighting. It was just this ego being afraid that people would judge me for losing a job, People judge me thinking that I did something wrong, hence I was removed from my job. It was all this external or fear of external judgment that's eating me up, that's causing my unhappiness. Ask yourself, how many times have we been unhappy because of this external or this fear of external judgment, or fear of what people will think about us, fear of what people will say about us? And it is very tightly tied to ego. Don't you feel that when we constantly are worried about how people feel of us, how people judge us, what people say about us, that we've imprisoned ourselves, that we put ourselves into prison, and we're no longer free? And when I realize that it is just the ego fighting, and when I calm down, when I slow down, and realize that, why am I living my life or part of my life based on what others think about me? When I realized that I was free, I was able to free myself. Whenever you take ego out of the equation, and when you are comfortable in your own skin, and you have no fear of what people say about you, what people feel about you, how people judge you, this freedom is liberating. So this personal story or experience of mine on how an event led to great unhappiness and suffering, great fear, great loss of confidence. And when I realized, I was able to then step in and release myself from all this stress, fear of judgment, and I'm able to very comfortably sit within myself. So when I share the story, I've actually shared both how I faced the unhappiness, how I overcame it, as well as the key lessons that I've learned. I hope these stories have encouraged some of you who might still feel unhappy or in a long state of unhappiness to really slow down, try some of these techniques or options that I have about deep breathing, about just smiling, right? About when you want to retreat, this solitude, and make use of this solitude to practice mindfulness, to go deep within yourself and ask yourself some questions. Connect with your body and feel where the unhappiness are showing up in your body, right? And when you do not want to move, to then take on some physical exercise, movements to quickly move your thoughts from your mind into your body. And from there, rediscover yourself. So I would like to thank you for joining me in this session. And I just want to let you know that my session would always be at 1 p.m. Thailand time. With the time zone right now, it's 1 a.m. It's 12 p.m. Thailand time, 1 a.m. US Eastern time. I will do every on a bi-monthly basis, every alternate Wednesday. If you like what I'm sharing, if you have more questions, please reach out to me through Life Coach University, or you can check me out and get connected. If you go to my website, it's www.thejacksontan.com. That's it, TheJacksontan.com. and let's connect. And I hope to see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a good day, have a good evening, and take care. Bye.